I would not wish unemployment on my worst fucking enemy. And it's not even because I don't have a job. Like, I'm taking this time to focus on me, my hobbies, things that make me happy, doing things that I love that still bring me income, like babysitting, nannying. And also I have some contract work coming in. So like, that's not even why unemployment sucks. It sucks because when you need help from the government, things that you should be getting, you can't fucking get it. For example, I filed for unemployment the day that I was let go. And like, I didn't waste no time because I knew the shit was going to take for fucking ever. So I get a phone call from the unemployment office the following week asking me for some additional information. I drop everything to answer the phone because obviously getting them on the phone is like getting a hold of fucking president on the fucking phone. It's never going to happen. And so I answer, they ask me for the information. I get them everything. I send them my termination contract and everything. And they were like, well, since you're going to be getting a severance, you need to reach back out to the unemployment office to verify that, like to make sure that they know. And so I was like, okay, cool. So I call back today after getting my severance check, and I can't get a hold of nobody on the fucking phone. The guy told me that the best time to call is Thursday afternoon or Friday afternoon. So I wait until the Thursday afternoon, and they ask you'll get on the phone and they ask you for all this fucking information. I put it in just to get to the end. We're sorry. We've had so many, like a call volume is too high. And then they just hang up. Like, you can't leave a fucking message, nothing. That happened to me 5 fucking times today. 5 times. And so I reached out to my fucking senator, to be straight up. Like, I called the Senate office and I said, this is what the fuck is going on. I can't get a hold of the unemployment office. And as I look ahead to August, trying to plan my life and to plan for just to, in general, to know what is coming in to my household, I can't plan that because I can't get a hold of nobody on the damn phone. And then when they call, they just ask for information and don't give you no updates other than the fact that it's probably delayed, right? And so it is fucking irritating. I'm going to call again tomorrow because I'm that fucking determined. One thing that people understand and know about me is I'm a hustler. I am a hustler, man. And I will get what the fuck I need. It never fails. I am able to get what the fuck I need. So you better believe I'm calling again tomorrow. And I want to document this because I need y'all to see that this shit is not easy. And I'm so glad that I'm strong. And luckily, I'm not out here on the brink of hope with nothing, right? Like, I'm okay right now. Thank God I am okay. But obviously, unemployment benefits would put me on just make things a little bit easier for me around here and not have to hustle so fucking hard. But I can't even plan that because I can't even get a hold of the damn office. And I'm 28. So since my benefits run out by the end of the month, I need health insurance. And so, I'm 29. And I need health insurance. That's a whole nother department I need to reach out to that's probably just as difficult. This whole situation is teaching me, man, that you never know what somebody is going through. And like I said, I'm glad that I have the mental capacity and everything to handle this myself and to get the resources I need, use my network and reach out to people to help me get the information and resources I need. I am so eternally grateful for that. But there are people out here who do not have that and are really struggling to get answers. And we wonder why there are people out here ready to off themselves, why people are out here ready to rob banks and rob people, because when they try to go do it the right way, they can't. They can't. No one's answering the phone. No one is able to help them. And anybody that does answer the phone, it takes way too damn long to get a hold of somebody. And then when you finally get a hold of somebody, they can't even really help you for real. That is the issue. It's not that people are out here trying to take advantage of the government. There are people out here who really, really need it. depend on that for their next meal. And they can't get it because everybody needs it. And so the phone lines are fucking full. And nobody is able to get a hold of some actual tangible help that they've been paying taxes for this whole time. I'm going to call them again tomorrow. I'm going to call them in the morning. I'm going to call them at lunch. And then I'm going to call them multiple times in the afternoon because a bitch has time. I got fucking time tomorrow. Okay? And I'm going to document every single time I call because this shit is fucking insane. And obviously, y'all know me. I love the Lord, so I'm leaning on prayer. I'm leaning on faith, and I'm walking by faith and not by sight because literally, y'all know what God says. Like, all I have needed, thy hand hath provided. So I'm not even finna worry because I know it's going to be okay. He got me through July, and I know he going to get me through August. But shit, is it always going to be this damn difficult? Why does it have to be that difficult? It should be easier for people to get the information they need. Like telling me that my case is pending. Well, when the fuck is it going to get approved? When is it going to get approved? Oh, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Y'all. Ugh. I'll be back tomorrow.
A lot of people online have been realizing something that nobody really prepares you for. Becoming an adult isn't just about getting older, it's about constantly carrying responsibilities that seem to appear faster than you can handle them. From realizing that paying bills is only one small part of independence, to watching workers deal with jobs that keep demanding more every year. These conversations reveal a side of growing up that many people never expected. This video breaks down why so many young people feel caught between wanting independence and feeling overwhelmed by a world where the cost of living, expectations, and pressure seem to rise at the same time.
Nobody talks about how it is to like become an adult, and then you realize that nobody really taught you how to be an adult. Like, I swear, being an adult is more than just paying bills. It's so much stuff I didn't know that I'm constantly learning. Like, even when I feel like I done got my shit together, I done cleaned up. Like, I'm still cleaning up from my 20s. The things that I used to avoid and not take serious and not be responsible for in my 20s, I'm cleaning up that shit now. Like, I'm just now really learning. Like, I feel it's embarrassing to say, like, I'm just now learning about how important interest rates are, warranties, really knowing what your warranty say for real. You know what I'm saying? Insurance, what it really covers. Like, so many different things. Property tax, so many different things I'm just finding out that's just hitting me out of nowhere, because when I was getting this shit, when I was doing this shit in my 20s, just getting a car, getting an apartment, getting this, getting that, I didn't read. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pay attention to what it actually took to get and maintain these things. Like, you know, I've always been working. I've been working since I've been old enough to have a job. So I always kept stuff. I'm always going to have an apartment. I'm always going to have a car. But now that I'm older, it comes with so much more that I never been taught. And now I'm constantly learning the hard way. It's so discouraging. Because I be feeling like at 31, I be feeling so disgusted. Like, my life is a mess. Like, it continues to be a mess. But on one side, it feel like a mess. But on another side, it feels so built up and beautiful. Like, I done got myself this far. Like, I'm just so in between the two feelings of like, I got myself this far. Like, I've been on my shit. But at the same time, damn, I didn't know. I genuinely didn't know.
And these jobs continue to give me more that I have to do. Like, has anyone else noticed this? Like, you are getting more that you have to do. Like, they've just been upping what you have to. Oh, you have to do this and this and this. And you can't do this, you can't do that. But you're not paying me any different. You're paying me the same to do more work. Recently, I felt like I'm like in a manager's place, because I feel like at work I've been doing way more than I'm getting paid to do. And I don't know if anyone else has noticed this. I don't know if my corporate girlies, my girls who work in, you know, any fields, if you guys have been noticing that, like, you've been had more work put on you because they're not hiring as many people, but you're still getting paid the same. Why am I still getting paid the same for doing 2 people's job or 3 people's job? It doesn't make any sense. How are they able to even do that legally? How is that even fair? And if you say something, it's like, oh, well, it is part of your job description. No, it's not. When I first got this job, that's not what I was doing before. Now I'm doing 2 people's job and I'm getting paid for 1 person. Like, hello?
When people think about becoming an adult, they usually picture the obvious stuff first. getting a job, making money, paying for your own things, and having more freedom. But what catches a lot of people off guard is that adulthood is less about one big responsibility and more about constantly managing dozens of smaller ones at the same time. It's remembering deadlines, making decisions that actually affect your future, dealing with problems you just can't ignore, and realizing there's actually no one automatically stepping in to handle everything for you. A lot of people grow up thinking that independence means finally being able to do whatever you want, but the reality is that the freedom comes with a lot of things you have to think about on your own. Even simple choices start having consequences attached to them. A decision about where you live, what job you take, how you spend your money, or what skills you learn all shape your future in ways you might not notice immediately. That's why so many people feel surprised when they start learning what adulthood actually looks like. The challenge isn't always one major problem that ruins everything, it's the constant feeling that there's always something else to handle. Even when one responsibility gets taken care of, another one usually replaces it. And for young people watching this happen from the outside, it can create a strange feeling where growing up is something they want, but also something they're trying to understand before they reach it. The idea of independence sounds exciting, but nobody really talks about how much effort goes into maintaining it. The hardest part is realizing that adulthood isn't just a finish line you reach where everything becomes easier. It's an ongoing process of learning how to carry more than you're used to. One of the biggest frustrations people are starting to notice is that work can feel like it never really stays the same. A job might start with a clear list of responsibilities, but over time more tasks slowly get added on until extra becomes treated like the normal expectation. It can become learning a new skill, taking on more pressure, covering more roles, or being expected to handle problems that were never really part of the original deal. The frustrating part is that this change usually happens quietly. It's not usually one huge moment where someone says, your job is different now. Instead, expectations just slowly change and increase until people look back and realize they're doing way more than they did when they first started. For many workers, especially younger people entering the workforce, this creates this feeling that simply working harder doesn't always guarantee that they're moving forward. A lot of people are willing to put in effort, but they also want to feel like their effort leads somewhere. There's a difference between challenging yourself to improve and constantly having more placed on your plate because people know you can handle it. When that balance disappears, work can start feeling less like a path towards growth and more like you're trying to keep up with expectations that keep changing. This is why many young people are becoming more careful about what careers they choose. They're not just asking, how much does this job pay? They're thinking about whether the lifestyle it creates is actually worth the time and effort it takes. The idea of working hard is still important, but more people are questioning whether hard work alone is enough when the definition of success keeps becoming harder to reach. For a lot of young people, the most confusing part about growing up is realizing that doing everything right does not always guarantee the outcome you expected. The traditional path sounds simple: get an education, find a simple job, work hard, and eventually build a comfortable life. But for many people entering adulthood now, the path feels a lot less predictable because even basic stability can depend on things outside of their control. In places where cost of living is extremely high, having a job does not automatically mean someone feels secure. A paycheck can disappear quickly when rent, transportation, food, and other necessities continue getting more expensive. This creates a strange situation where people can be working consistently and still feel like they're barely making progress. That uncertainty is one reason younger generations are starting to rethink what success actually means. A lot of people are no longer chasing a certain job or lifestyle because they see how quickly circumstances can change. They're thinking about flexibility, having options, and building a life that doesn't leave them completely stressed out for the next problem. The hardest part is that many young people are trying to prepare for a future they cannot fully predict. They're expected to make major decisions about careers and finances while the world around them keeps changing. It can feel overwhelming to plan years ahead when even the short term feels uncertain. But the bigger shift happening is that people are starting to recognize that wanting stability is not the same as avoiding hard work. Most people still want to succeed, build something meaningful, and become independent. The difference is that they're looking at the reality around them and realizing that the definition of a normal, comfortable life has changed. So they have to figure out what that future looks like for themselves.